The next one is from Adam Stewart, and the subject is Jim Ross trash in WWE. I was listening to Grilling JR, and it was an episode about Crush, otherwise known as Bryan Adams. Anyway, during the show, JR stopped and way off track and just randomly started talking about how WWE is failing, how the ratings are bad, how they don't have any stars that can draw in viewers anymore. What made this extra weird is that JR said this at a time when WWE Raw drew more than double the rating that AEW got this week, which for the record was actually down by over 150 viewers. So my question for all three, do you still think AEW not blowing up is getting to JR? I've never met the guy, of course, but it seems to be a miserable guy to be around. WWE may not be killing it, but you simply cannot say they aren't trying their best to create new stars. Orton versus McIntyre is great. Rollins versus Dominic has caught everyone's attention. Raw Underground has people talking. People want to see what this retribution is leading to, etc. I think that JR is trying too hard to face facts. What do you three guys think? Well, the ratings are down for every show. I mean, it's not like JR is trying to promote his company. You know?
Yeah, I
don't think
that's
he's miserable.
I wouldn't say he's miserable. He's probably making a really good living. He moved to Florida to be closer to this. He's got a new place in Florida. You know, he's probably really happy. He's back on TV. He's getting to work with WWE. He was always on the bench. You know,
he buries the matches.
He has fun burying the matches. Yeah, he's
right?
doing good with Conrad. I'm sure he's a pretty happy guy. Like Disco said, he's just going after the competition a little bit.
Yeah, and not only that, bro. I think he was very graceful with the way they've treated him and mocked him on WWE TV.
Yeah.
That he never, when he wasn't working for them, he never really buried them, you know. And I remember one time I was with him. This was in Phoenix, Arizona, because they had done this thing where Angle wrestled. Ray was on there. Angle was on there. They had like a boxing match, they had a wrestling match, they had an MMA match, like Bisping was there.
Yeah.
And I remember we were outside and you could tell he was hurt by how WWE had treated him. He goes, and Vince will never let me be on TV because of this. And he just pointed to his face, and you could tell that I don't think he appreciates, and he shouldn't have, the way that he was mocked and fucked over. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they ever respected him, And so, bro, he can say whatever the fuck he wants. He's earned it.
Yeah, and so maybe now, since he has a contract, he's making money, he doesn't have to worry about saying the wrong thing and WWE blackballing him. He has the freedom to say what he wants, Right. Maybe it's just some repressed anger coming out or things that he's always wanted to say but couldn't.
Yeah, so like I said, he can say whatever he wants, and then there was another thing. The guy said something that AEW is creating a lot of new stars.
WWE
I don't agree with that.
Yeah, that guy's misinformed and anything.